On behalf of the university and the Joseph Corbell School of International Studies, I welcome you to this celebration of the Corbell School's future as we break ground on the Anna and John J. Sie International Relations Complex. Today is made possible thanks to the enormous generosity of Anna and John Sie. Through their support, we will soon begin construction of a dazzling addition to this beautiful campus. This new building will feature several signature University of Denver elements, including multi-century load-bearing stone masonry and a tower with the same blue of the Si Chow Kong Center behind us that will become a new landmark on the university skyline and a prominent feature of Denver's landscape.
This is an amazing moment, an incredible day, a day that we will remember always as transforming our campus, transforming our outreach to the world. I want to thank John and Anna Sie for their amazing contribution to make this day possible, to make this future possible. The Sie's are incredible inspirations to all of us. They work hard to bridge communities to all around the world in education, in information, in art and culture. Since the 1920s, the University of Denver has been committed to educating students, citizens, leaders in international relations, and now in globalization. This building marks a new stage for us. Probably no time in history is it more important to have educated leaders in international affairs and in globalization.
It will be a building, made of bricks and mortar, stone, a lot of other things. By the way, when you look at it, you'll see it'll be connected to this structure, and the whole thing will be called the Anna and John International Complex. And you'll see a little of sort of China over there because of the Si Chow Kong Center, and then a little of Italy on the other side of the tower. Has a kind of Italian look. And people will wonder for years, how did that happen? And then they have to remember Anna and John Sie. So we are so proud of this building's pedigree, and to have an immigrant from Italy and an immigrant from China put together the international complex of the University of Denver. I mean, what an inspiration to all of us. Really an inspiration, frankly, that goes well beyond our campus. We'll have one of the most inspirational views of those Rocky Mountains. I think you have to think of Denver as a state capital that sits on top of the United States and sort of looks down in all directions, figuring out what those other people are doing there. And we'll have a terrific view of it all. So it's made of bricks and mortars, as I was saying, but it's also something that will enable us to communicate with the rest of the world. The future of education is a hybrid concept of people meeting together, to be sure, but also people meeting together electronically and through all kinds of technologies, some of which will be really hard to guess at today, because we don't know what the technologies will be when this building still will be proudly standing 100 years from now. So we need to make sure that this building can anticipate those changes, just as academia needs to anticipate the changes ahead.
And now I want to talk to you about a third building, the John and Anna Sie building, the international complex that will allow this great school to push forward. It will allow this great school to find more Condoleezza Rices who are searching out there for what they might do and decide that they belong in a world quite different from their own. A world that if you look at them, a black kid from Birmingham, Alabama, you might not think would make them want to be a specialist in Russian things. A world that is increasingly complex, increasingly diverse, and therefore needs the diversity of talents and people who can find and make sense of our common humanity when so much tries to tear us apart. And in that building, they will be schooled and taught, and they will find their passion and they will go out into the world to try to make it a better place because they will have a vision of the world not as it is, but as it should be.
We look at this place, and in 15 months, I think, we will have a new building, a new facility, state of the art, and we're looking forward to see that come to fruition. The Joseph Corbell School had an illustrious 50-year history, and I think this building will be the very beginning of the next 50 years of great growth. And being from China, I'm a little biased, a little known fact that Denver and Beijing lays on the same latitude. So there is a lot of symbolism to me that we're on the same page between China and the United States.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I just wanted to add one thing that happened last night was incredible. And towards the end of the evening, a young boy, 15, with his mother, came and congratulated us, and he told me that he was following what we were doing, and he was so impressed. And if I touched one person like that, I was really, it was amazing to me that he was so interested in us. But for a teenager and asked the mother to buy him a ticket to be there, I thought that made my evening. Thank you.
Since 1964, the Corbell School has been an important part of the University of Denver, indeed a jewel in the crown of the University of Denver that ensures the entire university community remains globally minded and in touch with the world beyond our borders. As the city of Denver becomes increasingly global, the Corbell School's important role extends well beyond our campus and into the broader community. As we face a number of challenges abroad, a strong education, interdisciplinary and rigorous and disciplined, that is of the type that is offered here at the Corbell School will make all the difference. Has been pointed out a number of times already this morning, the Sie complex will help make sure that our students and our faculty will continue to be able to make a difference.